It's Munyard, runs out of room. Carlton turn it over, but they're not effective here. Woodland's pressure creating doubt. Martin, Harrington, harassed. She is the best player in this league. Takes off immediately. Undisciplined kick, works well. Hatchard. And the Blues caught napping again defensively.
They've got to have that Daniel Harford's talked about over the last couple of weeks.
Hatchard leans on the kick and shapes it through. The Crows off and running. No Day will take it from half back. Her ball finds Vesio, and they have overlap options here. Running forward is Jones. Bounce required. Allen trying to close it. Jones knew she had the legs. Taps to herself, but what a piece of play from Sarah Allen. Everything you've got to love about the All-Australian defender. Chops it off, stole it. Meandering, bouncing ball to the favour of Whiteley, who threw it up in the air. McAvoy under siege. Oh, lying down. That's extraordinary from Whiteley. Overhead goes Phillips.
Oh, get out.
Pulling out the party tricks the Crows. Wow. That would have been one of the more extraordinary goals we've seen.
They're just trying to tape it up at this moment.
Free kick for a hold. Umpire finding it from the Caitlin Gould, a major back in round one against the Lions. Puts a bit more behind this one, and it's got the carry. Adelaide finally with the major they were coveting. Over the head of Vesio. Jones steps one, couldn't step the second. And Adelaide, they'll get you every time.
They never give up.
Shallow throw again. Could just let it go for Pressparkers, who steps through Marinoff. McKay, Walker, Jones. The kick comes. It's just the required trip for Walker, who steps, and again it's the second layer in Thompson. Rachich, Gore, had Jones on. There's a bit of her own back as Walker comes running through for Pound on the overlap. Sizzles a kick for Vesio and had enough of it, Darcy.
Pound is having a great game. Great inclusion for Carlton.
They kick forward and it's exquisite to say the least. And G puts the Blues on the board. Marinoff. Phillips works her way free. Keeps it alive for Hatchard. Kick the required distance for Whiteley. Smart ball. Didn't need to be pretty. They'll keep it moving on the spread. And that's Adelaide to a T as Considine marks.
You know, while they're premiers, and he said that at Carlton, you know, those are the standards that they've got to come up to.
A steadier for the Crows through Considine. The widest layer. Oh, clever flick up from Thompson. Off to Ponta. Handball over the top for the Crows. Whiteley, fumbling ball. Ponta regathers. And the Crows make the Blues pay. First goal of the AFLW season so far for Ponta as Hannah Button had the jumper stretch. Puts the Crows once again back into attack, and Whiteley presents and marks in front of Laluifi, complementing their existing structure. Whiteley goals, the Crows will celebrate. Set to welcome the Western Bulldogs to Norwood Oval next Sunday afternoon in search of a sixth victory. The Dogs defeating Richmond earlier this afternoon as Phillips tackles Egan against her shadow in Harrington. Gets free, punches the handball for Eloise Jones, who is spectacular when she's on.
Wow.
So Carlton definitely more one-on-one around this contest here, and Mimi Hill hobbling. I want to see her off the ground if there's any issues right now as Martin shares with Marinoff. Flicked back in cleverly by Munyard, stepping through Considine. The Irish one with a bounce, searching for a second and has it. McKay, Egan, stopped in her tracks by Thompson, and that's what the Crows are all about. For the second time in their AFLW history, the Crows with 5 straight wins, 39 points to the good.